Hello friends, welcome to MAT, Accounting for Joint Stock Company, issue of share capital. Under this we are going to discuss today forfeiture and reissue of shares part 1. Reissue of forfeited shares means the company which was forfeited from the shareholder, the same share a company will reissue to the new shareholder. Under this we have three terms: reissue at par, reissue at premium, and reissue at discount. Let's see the journal entry for all three cases. Number 1, journal entry for reissue at par. Here the company will reissue as same as face value. So we need to debit the bank, we need to credit equity share capital account. As we know, when bank balance increase, we need to debit it. According to American approach, when asset increase we need to debit it, when asset decrease we need to credit it. As here the bank balance increasing, so asset is increasing, we need to debit it, and we need to credit to equity share capital because capital also increasing in business at the time of reissue. So according to American approach, when capital increase we need to credit it. And number 2, a journal entry for reissue at premium. Here the company will reissue more than its face value, so we need to debit the bank, we need to credit to equity share capital to securities premium account. As we discussed the previous entry, we need to debit the bank and we need to credit the share capital. Bank balance increasing, we need to debit it, and share capital also increase in business at the time of reissue, we need to credit it, and also we need to credit securities premium. Securities premium is an extra amount collected by the company from the shareholder. It is a gain for the company. So according to American approach, when income increase in the business, we need to credit it. As number 3, journal entry for reissue at discount. Here the company will reissue less than its face value. Such case we need to debit the bank, we need to debit forfeited share, and we need to credit to equity share capital. Bank as well as equity share capital, as we discussed earlier, we need to apply the rule, and we need to forfeiture share we need to debit here, because when the company reissue less than its face value, loss for the company, so loss we need to debit it. And after reissue, so whatever the excess money company will transfer to capital reserve account, so we need to pass one more journal entry after reissue. Journal entry for excess forfeiture money transferred to capital reserve. So forfeiture share account debit to capital reserve account. And once the company forfeited share, the shareholder which paid earlier, the company will not refund to the shareholder. That excess money only company will transfer to capital reserve account. Let's see the practical problem. Tata Power Limited forfeited 1500 shares of rupees 10 each held by Mr. A. The company had issued the share at par and called up the amount as follows: rupees 2 on application, rupees 3 on allotment, rupees 5 on first and final call. Mr. A failed to pay first and final call. His share were forfeited and reissued to Mr. B. Prepare journal entries for forfeiture of share and reissue. When reissued at rupees 10 each par, reissued at rupees 12 each premium rupees 2, reissued at rupees 8 each discount 2. First we'll discuss the question. Total number of shares held by Mr. A 1500, and he need to pay 10 each. This 10 rupees he need to pay in 3 installment: 2 on application, 3 on allotment, and 5 on first and final call. Mr. A failed to pay first and final call. That means 5 rupees he didn't pay it. He paid already 2 and 3. Total 5 rupees he paid off. So he didn't pay only first and final call. So company is forfeited his share. Forfeited means it's cancelled. The company cancelled its share. After cancellation, the company reissued to Mr. B. So at the time of reissue, we need to assume 3 situations in this question. If it is par, how we need to pass the journal. If it is premium, how we need to pass the journal. If it is discount, how we need to pass the journal. Let's see. First we'll see the entry for forfeiture, and we will discuss all 3 cases. Journal entries in the books of Tata Power Company Limited, and as usual we should write the format: date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. So first entry for forfeiture of share. So at the time of forfeiture, we need to debit the capital because capital going to decrease in business. 1500 shares into 10 each as a face value, 15,000 we need to debit it. To forfeited share account, 1500 into 5, which already paid by Mr. A, 7500. It is a gain for the company, so we need to credit the gain. And also this 7500 company will not refund to the Mr. A. To share first and final call, 1500 into 5, 7500. It is an unpaid by Mr. A. We should write the narration being 1500 shares forfeited from Mr. A for non-payment of call money. Now we will discuss about reissue in all three terms. A first term, when reissue at par, we need to debit the bank at the time of reissue. We need to credit to share capital account for 1500 shares into 10 each, 15,000, 15,000. As we know, a company is reissuing share to Mr. B, so Mr. B is depositing amount into the bank account, so bank balance increased and also capital increased in the business. And we should write the narration being 1500 shares reissued to Mr. B at rupees 10 each. After reissue, transfer the excess forfeiture money to capital reserve account. So we need to pass one more entry. Forfeited share account debit to capital reserve account 7500. As we know, at the time of forfeiture, a company got 7500 from Mr. A, that the company will not refund, the company will transfer to capital reserve account. So we should write the narration being surplus forfeited money rupees 7500 transferred to capital reserve account. Term 2, when reissued at premium, so we need to debit the bank 1500 shares into 12. So we should take the issue price. So total 18,000 we need to debit it, and we need to credit to equity share capital 1500 into 10. Company will transfer out of 12 10 rupees to share capital account. So capital is increasing. We credited 15,000, and to securities premium account 1500 into 2, 3000 as a gain we credited. And we should write the narration being 1500 shares reissued to Mr. B, rupees 12 each. And even in this situation also, we need to transfer excess forfeiture money to the capital reserve account. As we know well, Mr. A paid 5 rupees into 1500. That surplus money we need to transfer to capital reserve account. So forfeited share account 7500 to capital reserve account 7500. We should write the narration being surplus forfeited money 7500 transferred to capital reserve account. Now situation 3, when reissue at discount, bank account debit 1500 into 8 as a issue price, 12,000 we need to debit it. The bank balance increased 12,000. The new shareholder deposited 12,000 into the company's bank account, and we need to debit forfeited share account 1500 into 2, which is loss for the company 3,000, because share rate is an 10 rupees but company reissued for 8, so balance 2 rupees is an loss for the company. So we need to debit the losses according to rule. To share capital account 1500 into 10, 15,000 we need to credit it. The new shareholder will pay in this situation only 12,000 rupees, but the company will credit 15,000 in the new shareholder account. So we should write the narration being 1500 shares reissued to Mr. B at rupees 8 each. So after reissue, if you note here, forfeiture share account we debited 4500, to capital reserve account we credited 4500. In the previous two terms, at par and premium, we recorded 7500 as it is, but here from 7500 we minus to 3000, the balance only we recorded. This you know already, the 7500, when we forfeited share from A, we got a profit of 7500 rupees, because for 1500 shares he paid already 5 each. That money company will not refund, so anyhow company only will keep this amount as a reserve. So 7500 company have a surplus. In this 3000 we need to minus, because this term is an issued at discount. In this 1500 into 2, 3000 loss for the company because share rate is 10 but reissued for 8, the balance 2 is in loss, so 3000 rupees loss. That 3000 we need to minus from 7500, so we should record 4500. So there is a reason we debited forfeited share 4500 and to capital reserve account 4500, and we should write the narration being surplus forfeited money rupees 4500 transferred to capital reserve account. Hope this you understood this particular concept. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you.